Burst of Destiny was released in November 2021. This set introduced the Floandereeze and Ice Jade archetypes as well as the proper support for Sword Soul. Notable cards in this set include Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, Lord of the Heavenly Prison, Beetrooper Descent, Small World, and one of the most powerful monsters ever printed in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny hero, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. 81 episodes, you guys. That's what it took for us to go from Legend of Blue Eyes all the way up to the end of Season 1 of the Progression series, Burst of Destiny. I still can't believe it. This is crazy that the Progression series has been going this strong for like a year and a half now, and we're gonna do Season 2, which you guys should get really hyped for. But of course, we have to finish what we started, and that is, of course, Burst of Destiny. We have some OTS packs to open. Honestly, I don't really care what's in these. I want to get into Burst because there's some stuff to talk about there. So let's flip them up and see what we get. Nothing too useful in the first pack. Anything good in the second? Pretty useless. Maybe Cyber Source, but I think we probably pulled that in Metal Raiders. Funny how things go full circle. Cyberstein, I think we already have access to. Now that I think about it, I'd have to double check the polls, but that's not what you guys are here for. You guys are here for Burst of Destiny, so let's have Gage tell you all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally reached it. The final episode of Season 1 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, and I'm ringing it in the winner's circle. I know everybody says it's to be expected, but I guarantee you won't be seeing my face this often in Season 2. Got something cool in store for you guys today, so I don't want to waste too much time. Let's go in and let's talk about probably the best set and the most recent release in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is Burst of Destiny, released November 5th, 2021. I've been talking about for the last few episodes, looking at the sets retrospectively from the year, because when you look at this from the future, you're going to have to look at the set in a nutshell, in a vacuum, just what it was at the time. And I think looking back on it, Burst of Destiny was the best release of the entire 2021 year. You see a few archetypes getting released, the most notable of which being Sword Soul, topping all meta tournaments in today's game, just being one of the most dominant forces in today's metagame strategy. Cards like Ecclesia, Moye, Longyong, just absolutely insane cards, being able to easily bring out cards from their archetype and then make synchros out of tokens that they generate. Ice Jades got released in here, and we obviously got some new support announced for them in the future here just recently, but in this set, they are not very good at all. Ice Jade Chimora is the cheapest secret rare of the set. Floandereeze is a pretty cool archetype, actually, and might be something we can build if we can pull enough of the super rares and pair it with maybe one of the bigger guys like M-Pen here. This archetype is going to be getting more support in the very, very near future. At the moment, it's playable, and I think it's a meta contender, but I don't think it's the best deck of the format. Later on, though, we'll see a lot of cool new cards being added to this archetype. I'm very excited for it. I do like this archetype a lot. Sue Ship's got a couple more support, which is good for our series because it's something we can build, being all entire common, so maybe we can build up a little Sue Ship strategy going on here. Penguin's got some more support here, nothing too crazy, but it does make them an actual playable archetype now. I think this card here, Cleric, is this one the best one I was thinking about? One of these Penguins is really, really good, actually. As for generic cards, Lord of the Heavenly Sky Prison, this card is really, really insane, actually. It's pretty good for a lot of strategies in my Progression series deck, but I still think this is one of the most underrated releases of Burst of Destiny here. A card that you can reveal it from your hand, it protects all set cards on the field, and then if you activate a set spell or trap while this is revealed in your hand, you're actually able to summon it and then set a spell or trap from your deck. You can set any spell or trap. That's pretty good. This card, I think, is still super underrated and super unexplored. Something to definitely keep your eye on moving into the 2022 era. And then Small World's another great generic card that I definitely would get your hands on early, just able to generically search any card in the game if your deck is built correctly. That's everything released in the set, but it would be a shame if I don't talk about the most impactful release of the set. Beetrooper cards, by the way. They're pretty okay. Descent is pretty sick. But the most impactful release of this set Where the hell is it? Oh, here, it's all the way up here, dude. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. This card here has changed the metagame for the foreseeable future here until a card like Predaplant Verte Anaconda or Fusion Destiny gets banned. Fusion Destiny just recently being banned in the OCG. You can tell this card is actually just a generic powerhouse. You can summon it by just activating Fusion Destiny at the end of any of your combos to be able to have a very annoying recurable destruction. And also on top of that, you're able to get a contingent draw 2 by sending Dasher and Celestial. This card has changed the meta landscape here, and I think it will continue to do so until it leaves the meta. I don't have any Fusion Destiny, but I'm pretty sure Alex has 3. So if he can pull himself a DPE, it's going to be a very, very rough last episode here. Keep in mind, I picked out a few generic things to talk about from this set. You can pull it off of your store shelves and see for yourself how good it is, but there's a ton of other things that I haven't even just talked about. Again, more Suship cards. Cupid Pitch is a generic synchro, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, those Beetrooper cards are pretty good on their own too. There's a lot that Burst of Destiny has to offer. Definitely, like I said, this has easily earned its spot as the best set of 2021, and I can't wait to open it. But the first thing I gotta open is our pity pack, and that is OTS pack 16. Again, the most recent pack. Let me see if I can pull anything good. Where is it? Here it is, OTS pack 16. Let me crack open my one allotted one of these, see if I can get anything big. Sure can't. Geonator Transverser. Not sure if it's gonna be much use, but Burst of Destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how many good cards I can pull out of this.
So as Gage has probably correctly pointed out, one of, if not the strongest card that we're looking for out of the set is Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. And the thing is, when it comes to that card, is that we actually have access to a full play set of Fusion Destiny courtesy of Dark Neostorm. We don't have access to Celestial because I believe that was from a side set, but it doesn't matter because this is the main combo piece, which means if we pull Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, we get to just absolutely humiliate him here in the finale. Not like we haven't been already doing that already, but nonetheless, what a great way to end the series if we can pull it. However, we still have the task ahead, and let's see if we can do it. 24 packs of Burst of Destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Pack number 1. I was really hoping I would hype it up and it would be in the first pack, but it doesn't look like it. Oh no! It's a secret rare! It's the Zorora, the Majestus something. So I don't fucking care what that card is. This is not that good, but damn, that's the secret. I mean, I guess I've gotten multiple secrets in the past, and this is only pack 3, so it's possible, but oh man, we at least got a secret, so that's pretty cool. There's an ultra rare. This is, I believe, one of the Despia fusions. Yeah, it's Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. I don't think we can play this because I don't think Despia is really on the table for us, but sick artwork.
Fluanderies and Unexplored Winds as our first super rare. Not bad. If I can pull enough of these, like I said, maybe there's something there. Light Flapper for Beetrooper. This is like, I want Beetrooper cards because I want to build on top of the archetype, but this is like the worst Beetrooper support. Oh, there's another. That one's not that bad though. Mighty Neptune, man, I'm happy to get a couple of these. I actually really want Descent as a spell trap because since we got Sting Lancer, I need a good spell trap to actually search, and Descent's just literally a free body. But hey, I'll take Mighty Neptune as part of the top end. That's not too bad. There's an Assault Roller, which is a good common pickup for the Beetroopers, and then Fluanderies and Iglin too. I'd like to get a couple more Iglin and then Robina. Those are obviously, if anybody has played the deck recently or played against it, you would know those are the two that make the deck actually anything at all.
Ah, there we go. One of the best cards we could have pulled in the greatest archetype ever created. One of the Suship Xyz monsters coming in at super rare. I would love to bring this archetype into the finale, but I just don't think it's good enough. One day, though. One day. Are you fucking kidding me? It's another secret. It's the same one. Could you have imagined if, I mean, I guess 2 Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer doesn't matter, but come on, dude, that was another shot at it. Oh, we missed the 1 in 8. What is it, 1 in 10 now? There's 10 secrets. I don't even know anymore. I'm just sad. That would have been so cool. Watch Gage pull it, and like, he can't even play it because I don't even know if he has Fusion Destiny. You know, I gotta say, for as much of an impact as this set had in Constructed, when it comes to the Progression series, there really isn't much to talk about here, and maybe I'm just missing something, but I guess there is an ultra rare Beetrooper Light Flapper, but I mean, we saw how those fared in the last episode, unless Gage is going to run that back again, but we'll see.
Oh, speak of the devil, man, Descent. Getting a lot of these Beetrooper Ultras. I love to see it. That's a big pickup, too. Those Beetroopers, they're looking a little bit better now. Might want to play them again, you know? Doesn't seem too bad. That's a good pickup. I love the Beetrooper Descent. Ooh, Secret Rare Small World, ladies and gentlemen. How does this card work, man? Nobody knows. It's one of the more confusing releases in modern history for Yu-Gi-Oh, but this card is actually deceptively very powerful. I'm not going to take the time to explain it because I still think it'll be confusing. But with the right deck build, you can have any sort of bridge that you can activate this card and then reveal any sort of one in your deck to be able to bounce off and add pretty much any card in the game from your deck to your hand. Cool, unexpected things that I've seen people do with Small World is like reveal Dinotherium in deck to add really any Tri-Brigade monster or Lyralist card, activate it and reveal Ash Blossom from your deck to search like Lava Golem. There's a lot of cool things you can do with Small World if you build your deck around it. I would have been playing it in these Beetroopers had I actually pulled a Scout Buggy, or not Scout Buggy, what, Scale Bomber, the fire one, because that's actually the one that you can bounce off of everything from your deck. But we'll see what we can do with Small World. I'm pretty happy with that pickup. One of the better cards of Burst of Destiny. Buy an M-Pen, bro! That's pretty sick! I pulled a Robina, an Eglin, and an M-Pen. Now, I wish I had a map, though, because if I have a singular map that I can pull, that's actually a pretty real strategy. The map is what really makes the deck crazy. But I'll be okay with a couple more Robina and Eglins, though. M-Pen being able to have actually a top-end card to go into. It's kind of big. Ruin Force. Okay, this is the amount of like ultras and secrets that I like to actually see, man. 2 secrets that are really good so far, and then a whole bunch of really decent ultra rares. Ruin Force is good, but we don't have any of the Machina cards. None of them. They all came out in a structure deck. Haven't gotten them since. We're on the last 4 packs. Can I get any more Rabinas and Eglins in these last few here? That's what I'm really looking for, because we actually got some pretty good cards to be able to work with that. Last 2 packs, anything big. A Long Yawn? Okay, cool. Nothing to pair with him probably, but he's neat. And then last pack there. Oh, wow. That's pretty good, man. This has got to be the extra summon one, right? It is. It is. There might be something we can build with these Fluandries. I only have one of each of the decent ones, Robina and Eglin, and then I have an N-Pen. But we'll see what we can do, man. There might be something there. Very interested to see what we can build. Let's get cracking.
Fucking 3 secret rares, 3 shots at the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and we didn't get it. Man, that sucks. I mean, Ecclesia is a sick pull, right? I mean, no one would be sad to see an Ecclesia if this was like real life, but I have no use for this. There's like no way we can play Sword Soul. That's just never gonna happen. All right, a few packs left of Burst of Destiny. I can't believe we pulled 3 secrets in 24 packs. We're not even done. Like, in theory, we could get another one, but I don't even know what to say. 4 secret box to end the episode. I mean, there's still 2 more packs. I don't think we're gonna get that lucky, but oh my god, that's demoralizing. I not as demoralizing as me bringing Phoenix Enforcer to the last episode, but you know, let's just flip them up. I don't think it's gonna get any better. If we get 5 secrets in a box, Alan, I don't know what RNG you tried to give me, but it was another super. Okay, well, you know, Burst of Destiny, there was a lot of hype going into it, but on top of the 4 secret rare box, looks like we didn't get the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Team Gauge, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're not going to have to contest with that this time around, but let's go ahead and get to deck building because we have a lot of work to do.
You know, we had to bring it back. We had to give a call back to the Age of Gauge, revamp the deck that started it all. Eradicating Alex's frog strategy off the face of the earth, the Despots were able to come and cleanse the world as we know it, bringing forth the Age of Gauge, and I'm ready to bring it back. We got the Redox in the main deck, Max C to deal with anything, plus the 0002 and the 0004. How do you out it? Had to bring back a deck that I think dually is good going first and second, and I think the strategy here is blind second, so we're going to be able to resolve our 04, be able to use Pank to the most of its ability here, and just being able to make some dumb OTK plays. I don't think I'll be able to OTK Alex, but at least I'll be able to close out the game within a turn when we decide if we can clean up his board or not. I think prepared against most boards that aren't just straight back row decks, this deck fares pretty well. I think 04 is able to carry the deck most ways, being able to topple over most big threats, and then also just make stupid advantage plays. I think this deck is definitely what encapsulates the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, being a deck built from pretty much nothing. Whole bunch of low rarity, common, rare cards that have able to been hodgepodge together into one of the most iconic decks in Progression series history. I'm ready to bring this back, really prove what we can do here. Redox Pass has never looked stronger, ladies and gentlemen. Let's drop in.
Well, guys, would it really be the Progression series if we didn't end on a high note? Which is why we are bringing Blackwings back one last time for the season finale of the Progression series. This is definitely a modernized version of the list, but this deck still looks like it's from 2009, if I'm being honest, just with like a few more modern staples, I suppose. I am not not too hopeful this is going to go well, but I feel like this is fitting for an ending. So let's do the card by card one last time. So first up, we have our Blackwing lineup. We have a Blizzard. I could play 2 of this, but I'm playing Punishment as a disruptor, and so this isn't that we don't even have that many good things to go into with this. It's like we have the one Armed Wing, and Goyo is errated now, so we can't even go into that anymore. So that was like one of the best plays, so I figured just one of this is fine. 3 Bora for piercing, 2 Gale for cutting his monsters down the size, 3 Kalut. Please just let me Kalut Gage one more time. Please, that's all I'm asking. 3 Shure and 1 Sirocco. Sirocco kind of sucks, but, you know, it's not bad. And then we have Pankratops and Triple Eater. I think this is pretty good because it actually allows me to have more plays in a turn other than like normal Shure and like pass most of the time. This way, if the Shure gets eaten, we can actually just summon an Eater and just actually do something, or summon a Pank, you know, prior to going into the Blackwing. So I feel like this is pretty good. And then we have the Maxi as well, just in case Gage is, you know, on any sort of special summoning deck, which is like all of them. The best decks Gage could probably bring to this are what, like Goki, or we have Deskbots perhaps. I mean, Subterror he could bring, and that's a risk I'm willing to take. More of his decks fold to Maxi than actually do well under it, so I figure it's worth the risk. Then for the spells, we have an Allure, because Eater of Millions is a dark too, so that's pretty cool. Triple Black Whirlwind for searching. Triple Book of Moon, it's just like one of the best pieces of removal like in the entire format. It doesn't actually kill something, but the fact it prevents him from linking or doing anything, it's just such a strong card. Call by the Grave is also put in its worth as well. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. I have Lightning Vortex in here just because he may be able to just bring out like just a huge field of like Deskbots or something. I'm kind of worried about that. So I have the Vortex just as a nice board wipe. MST, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, and Snatch Steal rounding out the spells. Triple Punishment. I just like this because it actually allows me to interrupt some of Gage's plays, but also allows me to technically 2-for-1 with Wind Pegasus Adignister, because we can take something out with the punishment, and then Wind Pegasus can actually then shuffle something away if he disrupts us. And so I just like that this can have so much value in a single card. And then 3 copies of Summon Limit. I need to lower the ceiling of Gage's deck significantly if I want to even have a chance, because if he's playing any of the Combolicious decks, then he's just going to go off. Summon Limit limiting him only to 2 turns means he's not going to realistically be able to like synchro or link or do anything like that. Our deck only really summons once or twice a turn unless we're going into like a synchro play or something, so I'm perfectly okay working under this. And then Torrential Tribute rounding out the main 40. The extra deck's pretty irrelevant. I did throw Assault Blackwing, Onimaru the Divine Thunder in here as a Dogmatica punishment target, but I don't think we're gonna summon this because this thing is level 12, so good fucking luck. I'm also playing Assault Blackwing, Sahaya the Rainstorm, again, like probably never gonna come up, but I wanted to look at the other Blackwings at least to consider them. I guess I can make this with like Blizzard Resurrect Kalut if I wanted to, but that just seems awful. We do have the Armed Wing, the Double Wind Pegasus, and then we got some rank 4s. Dweller's pretty good against some of his decks, so I'm happy we have that. And we have a significant number of 4s when you look at like Shure and Bora, then Cowboy and Time Thief Redoer, couple Nightmare Cerberus, couple Nightmare Phoenix, Farigite for the punishment in case we want to cycle, and Underclock Taker. The side deck, double DD Crow, it synergizes pretty well in our deck. We also have 3 Droll and Lockbird as well in case he is on the combo decks. We have some Kaijus for similar reasons. Twin Twister on the side. He doesn't tend to play tons of back row decks, but maybe he'll throw me off. 3 Gozen match. Gozen's very good at lowering Gage's ceiling, but the problem is most of the decks he plays actually are all the same attribute, especially the better ones when you look at Goki, Deskbot, etc. So I have it in the side. And then 2 Icarus attack. It's really hard to justify playing this card when it loses us so much tempo, but playing something like Punishment effectively can do the same thing, except we can't go after like back row. We can only go after monsters with this, but I think losing our own monster hurts a lot, especially this late into the game. So I've got it in the sideboard. If he's playing like a back row deck, I'll probably put this in. But guys, this is it. I can't believe we are at the end of the progression series. And like I said, I feel like there's no better way to do so than to go back to our roots and play one of our favorites of the series. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. 81 episodes, Gage. 81 episodes. I can't believe we're at the end already. Like, it doesn't feel like we should be, but you know, here we are. We did say like mid-January, and that's about the time this is going up.
Yeah, bro. I feel like we just blinked, and we like yesterday I was pulling double CED and Dark Arm Dragon, and the Age of Gage was a real thing. And now all of a sudden, dude, season 1's over.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I can't believe it. It's been an unreal journey. I mean, so many ups and downs. Just the fans have been loving every second of it. And what a trip. What a trip. I was thinking about it. It's been like a year and a half since we started this. That's wild. Like, just to think that much time has elapsed since the first episode went up. And it's like, there's a second season coming too. And for those of you who don't know, Gage and I have already been cooking up some stuff for this. Oh my God. You guys, if you liked first season, second season season's going to be better on all fronts.
Oh yeah. We're putting a lot more work into it. I think since we took a lot of the things from the first season and we've just been able to like slowly put them in as we've seen fit, I think we're finally able to just take them and apply them to the second season fully.
Yeah.
And it's going to be really exciting.
But the one constant is going to be me continuing to kick your ass, buddy. That's the best part.
There's a fresh slate, bud. I wouldn't be talking any shit, man.
That's true. Yeah, watch you're going to roll up like with all the DM staples next season. Now I'm going to be crying, but...
No, who's got Heavy Storm now?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting for sure. But, buddy, I just want to say it's been a blast. I wouldn't have had it any other way with any other co-host. So I'm happy that we made it to the end. And are you ready for the final
I'm very
game
happy to kick your ass for this final match? We were both talking, but I'm ready to kick your final ass.
Final ass.
Hold on.
No.
Let's editor. 81 episodes. We still fucking.
I can't believe it. It's crazy. So shout out to all you guys who've been sticking around through this journey because it's been quite a long one. A lot of hours dedicated to watching all of our misplays and terrible gameplay. But let's get into it, buddy. Let's shout out the final patron of season 1 of the progression series. It is Dark Shaman. Thank you so much for the support. The last rock, paper, scissors.
I'm gonna win it.
Ooh,
oh my.
Okay.
Wait, are you rolling the dice?
I'm rolling the die. I'm rolling the die.
Okay, I was gonna make sure there. I gotta make sure.
Damn.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Damn.
I always knew I was the greatest. All right, Alex. Well, what did the die roll for the final episode's a pretty big deal because this is a big decision.
It is,
and Alex,
for sure.
I'm ready to throw you off your game, bro. I'm gonna allow you, my friend. You can have the honorary first turn.
Oh, shit. That's scary. If you're letting me go first. Oh, God. Looking at this hand, too. I don't know. Okay.
Show me what you got, bud.
Well, I appreciate your generosity, sir, so thank you very much. Well, for my turn 1, I'm gonna set 3 and pass.
You love to see it. I'm gonna draw for turn.
What you got, buddy?
Standby phase, main phase. Upstart Goblin. I'm gonna draw a card for turn.
Okay, how nice of you to give me 1,000 life points in the season finale. Appreciate it.
You're so welcome, man. It's the spirit of giving, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna normal summon Deskbot 03.
He's back on the box, baby! Okay.
Can't leave him alone. I'm
Yep.
gonna trigger Xbot 03 here, okay?
Sure, that's fine.
Dope. I'm gonna summon a, this is as straightforward as I think it is.
We already know the play. You summon 2, you get an ad, you machine dupe, you summon 2 more, you add 2 more.
See, man, things have evolved since I played this for like how many episodes ago did I play this? It's got to be like 20 at least. I'm pretty sure something's changed, right? Like, it can't be that easy.
We'll see.
I think I think you do got the right part down pat. I am going to summon 02 and I'm going to trigger 02 to add.
Okay, that is fine.
Off of 02, I am going to pick up an 06.
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'm going to link off these 2 and I'm going to put them into Mrs. Radiant.
That's interesting. Radiant? Yeah, Radiant's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to activate 05 in the scale. I'm going to follow it up with the fresh 06. Do you have a response?
Okay, so now I have to think here because now you're scaled up and that's a bit scary. I think I have to do this now before this gets too out of hand. I'm going to flip up summon limit.
Oh. Okay, I did not expect summon limit.
Yeah, I was trying to if you did have machine dupe, I was hoping you fired it so I could just chain this in response. So I'm not exactly enthused about the misses, but it's fine. This does effectively the same thing.
This is fine though. I think this is okay. A little sucky I can't do a pen summon. It is what it is. I will go battle phase and I'm gonna poke you for 19.
Yeah, 19's fine.
Cool. I'll go main 2. I will set 1 and I will set 2 and it is your move.
All right, you got back row. Okay, we'll go ahead and draw. Let's go into main 1. And I think I'm gonna take a look at my extra deck here. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here, buddy. We're just gonna be banishing some cards here.
Oh, that plays around Radiant too.
It
Come
does
on.
play around Radiant, which is pretty sick, right? So let's go ahead and get some cards out here. We're gonna bring out the good old Eater of Millions. We're chomping.
Yep, he's good.
Let's just go to battle, try to hit.
That's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna banish here, so that way you don't get the Mrs. Radiant effect. And honestly, I think I'm good. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna go standby phase, main phase.
Sure.
All right, how do I beat fucking Eater?
It's a problem, right? This card's good.
Yeah, it's not that bad, man. Fucking summon limit too, dude. I got 1 MST in the deck. Really, I'm just gonna see if I can get a better look at what you're playing here. I'm just gonna end my turn, Alex. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead and draw then. I don't think you're gonna be getting that much better of a look. I'll go to battle and hit you.
Hell, I will take 600 damage.
Yeah. And then second main, I will set another card face down and go ahead.
I'll drop. Standby phase, main phase.
Did you get enough information? Does that help?
Yeah, oh man, dude. I think this is Gren Maju again. Hate to see it, but I don't know how I out-eat her, bro. That's so sad.
No way.
Hey, really, man. Like, I past the summon limit. I can't deal with it. I'll just pass again. Go ahead.
Okay. We'll draw.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
I promise you, if I could be doing something, I'd be doing it. Go ahead.
Go.
Wow. Fantastic game. This is riveting for the final episode of the progression series, huh? Let's just keep going.
Yep. Eat our millions beat down.
We're
baby.
munching.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. Oh, man. Wait, that's actually really good. Okay. All right. So how hard do I want to run into Torrential today, bro? Huh? All right, Alex. I am going to Pendulum Summon. I'm going to Pendulum 05 and 02 from hand here.
Okay.
And I'm going to trigger 05 and 02. 05 Chainlink 1, 2 Chainlink 2.
So 2 is
5,
Chainlink 2.
Yes.
And you're targeting the summon limit with your 05.
That is what I'm doing, yep.
Thinking. You get a search and a pop. Don't think there's anything I can do about that, so I will let it go.
Nice. Cool. Okay. And I will get my search.
Yeah, technically you get the search first, but you know, whatever.
Okay, for the search, I will grab me a 003. We'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. Follow up here, I'm going to normal summon Glow Up Bulb.
Ooh, that would be nice if I didn't have another summon.
Bro, really? Oh, come on, man. Oh, no, an Eater of the Millions is going to out my 05.
Yep.
Oh. Come on, bro.
Such gameplay. I love it. All right.
Oh, no.
We're going to draw. We're going to go to main 1. Okay. Now I got to think. Okay, Gage. I think you're going to finally get to see what I'm up to here.
All right, lay it on me.
I'm going to activate Black Whirlwind.
What the fuck are you playing, Alex?
I will normal summon War of the Spear and trigger Black Whirlwind.
What the fuck are you playing? Oh my god, give me a minute.
I guarantee you weren't expecting this.
No, I wasn't. Wow, bro, fucking, what the fuck? That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I will trigger the Bora, and we're gonna get your favorite card, Gage. He's back for one last episode.
Kaloot, baby. Okay, all right, Kaloot's cool.
We're gonna go battle. Eater into the 05 banish.
That's so bad. That's so bad, but that's gotta be fine. Yeah, okay.
So that's gone. And then I probably just want to hit over the bulb, if I'm being honest, because
I don't feel like that's a bad play.
It's a lot of damage. I don't know. Like, the only reason I'd want to get rid of O2 is because of something like Machine Dupe, I guess. But nah, I'll hit the bulb. Fuck that. We'll go for 16.
Okay, I'll take the 16.
Yep.
Nothing in damage step?
No damage step. I want to say I want to protect the Bora, so I want to hold off. Second main, I think I'm just gonna chill. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, dude. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Sure.
Standby phase, main phase. All right. Well, I mean, I got to. I'm gonna normal summon 03, and I'm gonna trigger 03.
3 to specials, correct? I think that is fine. Yes.
Okay. Cool. I will pull up another 02, and I'll use 02 to search.
Sure. And that is your second summon of the turn.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up an 05, which is that out to summon limit. Okay, I will go battle phase.
Okay.
I'll go 03 into your Bora.
All right, I got to think here. So currently, your 03 is 15 because it's being buffed by both 02s?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at quick effect speed, you can target it to give it the extra boost for each Deskbot. So that would put it to 3K.
It actually puts it above 3K because it counts Deskbot cards.
Oh, it's cards, not just monsters. Oh.
Yeah.
So it actually would count your 06 and 05 as well. That's interesting. What do we want to do about this? I think in response to that, I'm going to Dogmatic a Punishment target your 03.
Why would you do that? That's so bad. Okay, I'll chain 03 and pump it.
Sure.
Okay, so what's this go put through then? It gets 5, 10, 15, 20, 2,500, so it's up to 3, 4,000. Do you have a 4,000 you can send? Is Master of Oz bigger than 4? What's Master of Oz at? Wait. It's at 42! I fucking deserve that. That's so unbelievable. Okay. Yep. All right.
We don't have to worry about Wind Pegasus, right?
I thought I had you, bro. I was like, dummy,
no.
yeah.
I had to do the math to make sure that was going to work, but I'm like, okay, this will kill it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll go main phase 2.
Uh-huh.
Had both of their battle positions been changed? I don't remember.
You specialed one of the O2s.
Yeah,
the
I
other
specialed
one
of
was
them.
already in attack, I believe, from the previous turn.
All right, so at least
You
I
can
get
switch one to defense, yes.
Yeah, at least I get the shifted up there. That's okay. Wow, I feel stupid too, bro. I didn't activate it because I was like, if a card in the hand seems scarier, bro. But now, like, that could have outed your fucking Bora. Yeah. All right. Cool. This will be fine. Go ahead. Your turn.
Okay, so the base just gives them the stats, and then it has like the mulligan effect, right?
It's got something very dumb, bro. Don't even worry about it. You
Oh,
can
okay.
reveal any Deskbot cards in your hand, shuffle them, and then draw the same amount.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's like
all
okay.
right. All right, we'll go ahead and draw then. Go to main 1.
Okay.
Bit of a gummy board. I mean, I'm not doing myself any favors. So both of these O2s are 2Ks
I think that's right.
because they're each buffing each other
They're
by
both gaining 1,000. Yeah. Well, no, they each gain 500 because they don't gain accept. They gain accept themselves.
Oh, accept
So they're both at
themselves. So
15.
they're actually both at 15. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll do a little bit of cleanup duty. So battle.
Sure.
Okay. I guess I'll take out the attack position one with, I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly, like with piercing. Bora's going to do the same regardless. So I guess I'll just lower the attack here first. So
That's fine.
we'll banish one, and then I will go Bora into O2.
Damage step? Are you doing anything in damage step, bro? I don't got anything.
I'm doing something in damage step. Are
What
you
do got in
allowing
damage
it?
step? I'm allowing it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, have your fun. Yeah, have your fun.
I
All
can't
right.
believe I get to fucking crush you like this. Triple collude, motherfucker!
Oh my god. How much is this? 1428?
This is a 5,900 attack Bora!
Alex, you lose. Wait, this is damage step.
This is damage step! Oh my god, Cole!
It's not enough. No, bro, no. Oh my god, I can't escape it.
I drew the third one for
2. I thought that oh my god, bro.
We did it!
It would be wrong to not highlight some of the best decks of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, so we're kicking it back to some of our favorite decks, and we're going to be doing 3 best of 1s here. That was our first best of 1s, kicking up with the Deskbots being able to go second. I think that was a pretty electrifying match, ending it with the triple Kalute. Probably could have lived with the Lance, but I learned he has another summon limit face down. Not going to be doing too much against that, honestly. Regardless, though, really fun game, dude. Let's go to game 2, and I decided to bring back the Subterrors for another round. Have yet to lose hope with this deck here. I feel like it's not that bad, especially with our option this time being able to go first. I feel like we're going to be able to have a pretty good time setting up a pretty decent board. Nothing new to add from Burst in Destiny. Was looking for things like Lord of the Sky Prison and stuff, but hey, I feel like this deck is already pretty good on its own, and in a best of game 1 scenario where we're only automatically going to be going first, I feel like this can't go wrong. So let's see how we do game 2 versus Alex.
I can't believe in like the 20 plus something episodes we've played Blackwings, we never triple colluded Gage. And the one time it happens is in the finale. Holy shit. Now, Gage has probably already gotten you up to speed with what we are doing, but I will go ahead and reiterate. So we didn't think that just playing one deck for the finale was really going to do it justice. So instead of doing a best of 3 playing the same decks, Gage and I have actually prepared 3 separate decks for the finale. So we played Blackwing in the first round. We won. I was expecting to full on lose that, but thank you, Summon Limit. And now we are going to be bringing in the the Dinomist. I was hoping to actually have this versus Deskbots, but he actually brought that in for the first game, so I'm curious to see what he's going to play going in here. Now, we are able to sideboard like we would in between games 1 and 2, so we do have a sideboard already pre-made here. So let's do the card by card, and then we're actually going to sideboard here before we actually just jump into the game. So all the Dinomists here, we have a ton of Dinomist monsters. We're just trying to pendulum summon out to the field. Ankylos, Brachion, Ceratops, Plesios, Terran, Rex, Spinos, and Stegosaur. They each have their own respective effects. The most notable are their pendulum effects, which once while they're in the pendulum zone, you can either negate an activated card effect that targets another Dinomist, then destroy that card, or you can actually protect them from battle or being destroyed by destroying the card as well. Depends on which scale, whether it's a 6 or a 3. They each have their own individual effects. Some of them can summon themselves, some of them can search, some of them can attack directly, pop cards. We'll go over them in the game. If you've seen previous episodes, you already know how this deck works. We're playing the Pank in the main deck just because it's a dinosaur, so it kind of fits, but Pank's also just broken. And of course, we would be remiss if we did not play Masterpiece. We also have Maxi. We have our little Dark Worm package here because it's a free way to help us get to our Electromite. And then for the spells, Dark Hole, Triple Dinomist Charge, a Foolish Burial, Mystical Space Typhoon, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, and Snatch Steal. And then for the traps, we have Triple Dinomist Howling, just a fantastic card to get us Pendulum Scales. Triple Summon Limit, this did pretty well against Gage, but I don't know if I'm going to main it if I know I'm going to be going second, so we're probably going to swap that around. And of course, a Torrential Tribute. The extra deck's a bunch of stuff that may come up. There is some cool stuff in here, but for the most part, I mean, we may go into something like Miss Starboy just to give us Link Arrow so we can get a bigger Pendulum Summon. Also, the buff in attack points is nice as well. A bunch of just good rank 4s that we can make as well. We can actually make Abyss Dweller with the water buff effects since the Dinomists are all water, so that's kind of sick. And then in the side deck, we're not really going to be using much of this, but we actually get to just appropriately sideboard here. So I think I'm actually going to put in these Twin Twisters just in case Gage decides to play Floodgates in whatever his second deck is. We also have the possibility that we may be going up against something like Goki, so I may want to put in these Drolls, and these Gamma Seals might come in handy as well. So I'm liking all of these. I think I'm going to take out the summon limits here. That means we're at 44 cards, so I'm going to have to take something else out here. I think I can take out an Ankylos because while the Dinomists are good for pendulum summoning, some of their effects leave a little bit to be desired. I think I'm going to take out one copy of Howling, and then I think I'm going to actually, I might not actually go with the Gamma Seals. I might just stick with the Drolls. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances here. So let's go ahead and just sort this up. We'll save, and let's go ahead and get into game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel.
Alex, I devised this perfect strategy. Going second Deskbot, man. I'm like, there's nothing that can beat me. Little did I know you're playing Maju, fucking Summon Limit Blackwings with triple collusion. What the fuck are you on?
I like how you think I'm playing Maju in that deck, and that it's not just Blackwings with Summon Limit.
Why are you playing Eater and Summon Limit?
Because it lets me summon more than once a turn, because that's all Blackwing can fucking do in this game, Gay.
All right, man. Also, they can apparently triple collude. Who could forget that one? Jesus Christ, bro. I can't escape it, man. It's like fucking 50 episodes ago.
The fucking fans are going to be just, they're either going to be riling or they're going to be livid, depending on like which side of the fan base they're on.
Oh my God. At least I can get it back again here. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
So I picked up a different deck here. And I think this deck is really solid here, especially since I get to pick if I'm going first or second.
Correct.
So I am going to elect to go first. As you can see, we have RPS in front of us, though. So if you would kindly, Alex, pick scissors.
I will pick scissors. You're welcome.
Thank you, bro.
You know, it's the nice thing to do here. But yes, I do think there's no way we could have done the finale with just one deck, right? It wouldn't be doing the series justice. So I do like that we came up with this idea of, oh, let's just do 3 different decks, 1 game apiece, just knock it out. And it's fun, too, because there's like some counterplay, right? Because we're trying to figure out what the other person's going to be playing. So good luck, buddy. I can't wait to see what you're going to be playing for game 2 of the finale.
Well, I'm going to be able to get a nice little peek at what you're on right away because I'm going to activate Confiscation.
Shit. That's
Let me get a gander.
Good. All right. Go ahead and take a look. It's pretty good.
Okay, this deck is solid. This deck is very strong.
It's very strong, yeah.
This hand, though, Alex, this hand is pretty doggy-doo.
It's not great. No, I mean, I've got some good cards in it, but we're lacking a bit.
This is going to be interesting, Alex. You're going to be like, this is a fucking wacky choice here. I'm going to take out that Twin Twisters in your hand.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
That might give me some info what you're up to here.
1-2, and I'm just going to pass my turn.
Okay, that makes sense why you did the twin thing. Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 set spell traps?
Whoa!
That's crazy.
All right, we'll just go to main 1. I guess I'll just start getting the beats in. Let's just normal Plesios.
Yep, Plessio's
I'm just going to try to hit for 17.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Then second main, I guess I'll scale the Ankleos, and then I'll just pass. Like, you know most of my hand, so.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Sure.
Standby phase, main phase. Ankleos is the one that protects from targeting, right?
Correct. It protects from targeting.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna end the turn, Alex. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're not, like, really threatened here. We'll go to main 1. Well, it worked the first time. Can we hit for another 17?
You sure can. That's fine.
Cool. Second main, then, I'll just throw it to you.
Draw. Standby main. This is getting rough. I am going to set a card. I'm going to end turn again. Go ahead.
Okay. We'll draw. Go to main 1. You know, why change it, right? I'll hit again.
Yep, I'm gonna keep taking 17 until I draw a normal summon. Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. Second main. I want to do anything different. I'm going to activate Foolish Burial.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Probably should have done this last turn, but I am going to get rid of the good old worm.
Okay.
But he's not really doing much while I have a monster out, so I'll just throw it to you.
All right. I will draw. Where are they at, though? I'm going to go standby main. I'll Dark Hole here. I have to clean up your Plesios.
Sure. So that'll go to the extra deck.
Yep. And I will set a card. I will end my turn. Go ahead.
That is the most value Plesios has ever gotten in the game.
I know, right, man? It's done fucking... How much damage is that, dude?
5,100, and it ate a Dark Hole on top of it, right? Like,
that's crazy.
Pretty good. Okay. We'll go to main 1. Okay. You just set a card. Are you on Guru, or are you setting that as like a hand trap to not die? Let's see. You know, buddy, you 1 for 1. I'll 1 for 1. Let's Dark Hole.
I respect it. That's fair. Okay.
It was Valor. Okay. I thought I saw you play it from the not draw side of your deck, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't like a Guru or anything. I think I'm just going to set one, and I will set a card of my own and throw it to you.
Okay. I'll go draw for turn.
Sure.
Standby phase, main phase. I'm going to set 1, 2, and I'm going to pass it over to you. Go.
Fully loaded back row. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess better have something. I'm going to sack Drolenlock for Dinomist Rex.
Okay. Weird flex, but all right. That is fine. Sure.
I will attempt to go to battle.
Okay, when you enter your battle phase, at the start step of your battle phase, I'm going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon on your Ankleos.
Ooh, okay. You probably have like a punishment or something, and you need to clear the Ankleos first. That's fine. I don't have anything to do about that.
Okay, you're good.
I will hit into your punishment.
Yes, good call.
Okay.
And unfortunately, dude, your thing's 24. Eat my ass. Bro. So
100 bigger than the Wind Pegasus.
You've always got the perfect one. I'm going to send, oh my god, iconic extra deck monster here. Stardust Dragon.
Wow.
He's gonna go to the graveyard.
We're just pulling out all the all-stars of the series here, aren't we? All right, so this goes to the extra deck here as well. That was my normal summon on the Rex, sadly, and I think I'm just going to throw it to you.
All right, draw.
I still don't know what you're playing. Like,
I know, right?
I've just seen like
you're not going to find out. You're not going to find out. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to fire Dinomist Charge. I imagine this will be met with something.
Yeah, I'll chain Duster, and I'll get rid of both of them.
Okay, I'll chain the MST then. We'll hit one of these blind here. Let's hit this one.
No, that's all right.
Okay, well, you only have one of those, I believe, so I'm happy to see that that's the case. I'm going to set one and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw. Yes! I'm going to draw. All right, that's pretty good. I am going to set a card. I'm going to activate Subterror Final Battle. I'm going to flip it up.
Yep, okay. All right, here we go. Sure, it's fine.
What's the biggest defense on your dudes here? I don't even know.
I think Ankleos is 2K. I think he's the biggest. I don't think any of them are over 2K.
Okay, do I risk it?
It's big. And you're low on life.
Oh, no, I ain't gotta risk it, bro. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna flip up Guru, and I'm gonna trigger Guru.
Sure.
Okay, Guru, I'm gonna pick up a Subterror Fiendus.
Sure.
This gets set. I'm gonna activate Kaiser Coliseum.
Oh, God, this fucking card. Yep.
Yeah, if TCB wasn't good enough, man, it is what it is. All right, I'm just going to pass turn then. You're good.
Ugh, that's pretty gross. Fucking Kaiser Coliseum, dude. I'll draw. Oh,
bro, you went like 4 turns with Plesios pass. Cut me a break, man. I was able to stabilize.
True. And to be fair, I floodgated you last game, so I guess you get to do it this game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the worst draw on my deck. That's so bad. I'm just gonna pass.
Nice. All right, cool. I am going to end phase activate Subterror Final Battle, and I'll set the Guru.
Sure.
Dope. I will draw for turn. Standby phase, main phase.
Sure.
I'll flip up Guru, and I'll trigger Guru.
Sure.
Off of Guru, that's pretty insane. I'm gonna pick up Subterror Nemesis Archer. Cool. I'm gonna normal summon Subterror Nemesis Archer.
She's good.
She is really good. I'm gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna Nemesis Archer attack, and I'm gonna declare the effect to shuffle back in.
There it goes.
Dope. And then I'll poke you for 16.
I'll take it.
Cool. Main 2. I've already activated Final Battle so far, yeah?
Yes. No, this turn you didn't.
I have not?
No, because you did it end phase to flip Guru down, right? When did you
I
use
did.
it this turn?
I did. I did not use it this turn. You're right. All right. Well, in that case, damage step, I'm going to Final Battle and just double it up.
Okay, sure. So I'll take another... Well, it doesn't
6.
double, right? Doesn't it, like, make it equal to the attack and defense?
Yeah, it makes it equal to the combined attack.
Right, so I take
defense of,
18 then.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay, just a little bit more damage on top of that. Set it back down, and this is pretty solid. Go ahead, Alex, your turn.
All right, let's see what we get. I don't know if there's anything we can do with that. Activate Dark Worm Engrave.
Sure, that's fine.
So bring out the worm. I'm going to normal summon Stegosaur.
Okay, on resolution of the summon here, I am going to activate Subterror Guru.
Sure.
Cool. I am going to set Guru, and I will set your Stegosaur.
Sure. Don't think there's anything I can do about that, sadly. Things are looking pretty rough here. I'm just going to pass.
Nice. I will draw for turn. Standby phase, main phase. I'll flip up the Guru, and I'll activate it.
Sure.
With this Guru, I will grab Umastrix.
Right.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess just slow and steady is working out, huh? It's working out pretty good. I'm going to activate Guru, and I'll target your Dark...
Set them both? Sure.
Yeah, so I'll set my Nemesis Archer into Dark Worm, and then on resolution, I will special summon Umastrix from hand here.
Sure.
Okay. I'll flip up Nemesis Archer again here, and then I'm going to activate Umastrix to set it face down.
Sure.
I'll activate nothing. I'm going to go battle phase. I'm going to Nemesis Archer into your Stegosaur here, and I'm going to shuffle it back.
There it goes.
How much defense does Dark Worm have? 12?
12.
Okay. So I'll just poke into it then.
Okay. It goes to extra.
Yeah. And this is fine. Your move.
We'll draw. See if that does anything. I don't think it does. Yeah, pretty sure you've got this one on lock. Not really much I can do here. I'm just gonna set and pass, but it's pretty futile going into this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be
board.
pretty surprised if I didn't. End phase, I'll activate Final Battle to flip one up.
Yep.
Flip up Umastrix and banish it.
Yeah, and that's just game right there with
yeah,
everything
that's
on board.
a
All
wrap
right.
right there.
Game two.
Oh my, game
2.
three,
We get to go to
baby.
game 3 in the finale.
Well, here we are, the final battle of the first season of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, and I decided to double back on our strategy from last episode. Gotta pilot those Beetroopers again. Feel like I just pulled too many good cards from Burst of Destiny here to not give it a shot. Cards like Beetrooper Descent, the Armor Assault Roller, is not that bad, and as well as the Mighty Neptune to give us some top end. Decided to plug in some strategies like Scary Moth to be able to pair with our Seraphim Papillon, give us more of a good play going first there. We're not going to be going first, so the side deck is kind of irrelevant here. That's why I have 3 Moki Moki, but we're playing cards like Evenly Matched, whole bunch of hand traps to be able to deal with board states, and it's gonna be pretty good against whatever Alex decides to pilot. Just decided, to pilot this deck for one last time for fun, the Insectors, and see if we can pop up with a Dragonfly. Altogether though, man, this has been a fun first season. Looking to kick Alex's ass in the last game here. Let's see what he's got.
I feel like I could have done a bit better that last game. After the Rex got cleared, I could have brought back the Dark Worm and used a Droll and possibly gone into like a Link 2. I could have made like Barricade Board Blocker and potentially brought back the Dinomist Charge to my hand if Gage didn't have another way to clear it. So at least I still had Engine, but I have to go back and look at that one. I feel like there was an opportunity, but he took it. And for the very last game of the season 1 finale, we are going to be playing UAs. This deck is currently undefeated against Gage. This deck has been clobbering Gage. And so I wanted to take a deck from the past being Blackwings, the near past being the Dinomist, and the UAs being one of the most recent. So sort of like a, past, present, future sort of thing, like one from each little era of the game. And so I figure this would be a good one. Let's go ahead and do the card by card very quick. So of course we have Pank and the 3 Eater. I guess we're playing that in like a lot of these decks. We have all the different UAs that have the inherent ability to tag out with one another with a different name. Then they each have their own respective abilities. So Blockbacker can negate effects and change battle positions. Dreadnought Dunker. Oh man, we triple colluded Gage. Please just let me Dreadnought Dunker UA Power Jersey this man for his life for the very last game. That would be a perfect ending. We hope that that's the case because it can do piercing and pop cards at the same time. Libero Spiker is like the best card in our deck, just being able to search for all of these big guys. UA Midfielder's nice because it can just tag out other monsters as a quick effect. We have Perfect Ace for negation. Player Manager is insane because anytime we normal or special, we can drop this to the field. It can target a card to pop it or can negate the effects of all face-up monsters. And then Rival Rebounder can actually special summon UAs from Graveyard if it's summoned during the opponent's turn. Then for the spells, Call by the Grave, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm MST, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, Terraforming, Double Twin, UA Power Jersey, 3 Signing Deal, which is Emergency Teleport. I'll remember to take the life points off this time. And UA Stadium, which also, fun fact, boosts all monsters, not just UAs. I didn't even realize that. But reading, folks, what can you expect? Then for the traps, 3 Punishment, Torrential, and UA Penalty Box. I believe this is actually the exact same deck I played in the previous episode, so I figured this would be a great fit because it seems like you are enjoying seeing this deck being played, so who am I to deny you guys your entertainment? The extra deck is all the same things we've seen in the past. I'm not sure if there's really anything that's relevant, but Master of Oz coming in clutch. And then for the side deck, we've got the Drolls, the Kaijus, Maxi, Book of Moons, Lightning Vortex. We've got some stuff in here that was specifically for Guru, but now Gage played it. He's probably going to go to Goki if I had to guess. I don't know what other deck he would play, although that is a little bit specific. So we are going first in this game 3 here. So I want these Book of Moons. I also want Max C as a deterrent. I think going first or second. Now that Guru's out of the way, he's more than likely going to play a deck that's special summon. So this card's probably very live. I'm also thinking Snatch Steal, even though this is sort of a going second card, but this card is just game breaking. So I figure we have to play it. Cutting back on cards. Eater, I think we can cut to 2 if we know we're going first. I think we can also take these twins out of here as well because Gage is probably going to play more going second cards. I think I'm going to cut, it's a tough one. I think Rival Rebounder is probably okay as a 1 of. I don't think we need 2 of it. And then I think I'm going to cut a Power Jersey. As much as I really want to see this, I don't know. Maybe I actually cut the Penalty Box. I think it's like these cards are effectively the same. So I figure, let's actually keep the Power Jersey because if we actually get the turn back around and we draw this, we can probably just win the game. The Penalty Box, we have to wait a turn. Is this the deck I want to bring to the final game of the progression series? I think so. Let's lock it in. And ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy the final game of season 1 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. Let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Well, buddy, I'm happy we got it to a game 3. It would have been very anticlimactic if it was like a blowout and someone just got 2-0'd, but now we're here. The official last game of season 1 of the progression series. This is a lot of fun. I'm curious to see what deck you're bringing for the last one. Could go a myriad of different ways, but it's been a good one, buddy. Whatever happens, good luck to you. What did you pick for the rock, paper, scissors, if I may ask?
What did I pick? Oh, I guess I'll pick paper for you.
Okay. I will go scissors so I can opt to make my move here. I think I'm gonna go first.
All right, Alex. Sounds like a plan, dude. Good luck, man. Draw your last pathetic hand.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a last pathetic hand if it didn't have Pot of Greed.
It wouldn't. That hand's not pathetic. All right.
All right. And that actually sort of brought my hand together a bit. Well, buddy, you get to see what I'm playing right off the bat here. I will activate UA Signing Deal.
Yep. All right, bro. Pay the cost for it this time.
Yeah, we're going to pay the cost. Don't worry. I don't think it matters what I'm going to be getting here. Let me double check. It's not really going to matter all that much. I'm going to grab this Dreadnought Dunker. So I'm going to pay 2,100. So I won't forget this time. Everyone was kindly pointing that out last episode, even though it didn't matter.
Okay, Signing Deal is fine. Man, that card is so good, dude.
It's so crazy. It's an E-Telly for the archetype. It's nuts. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to activate the stadium.
Okay.
We're going to normal Libero Spiker trigger the stadium.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to grab everyone's favorite, the Player Manager.
Yep, he's managing.
And we're going to go ahead and just tag out our Libero Spiker for a perfect ace. That's going to trigger the stadium. We're going to buff our guys up. I want this in defense. And I think we are just going to set 1 and throw it to you, buddy.
All right, Alex. Sounds like a plan. I will draw for turn. Standby phase, main phase. Okay.
What do you got?
Got it out. Perfect ass, huh?
Your favorite card. Last time it wasn't too difficult. You always seem to have an answer for it.
I know. This time, though, I don't think it's as simple. Damn, there really isn't a way around that, huh?
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
All right, Alex. Well, I guess What's a good hand without a pot of greed?
Okay,
Alex?
well, I guess if I had mine, you had. You talk about like a good way to end the series, right? Both of us getting pot of greed in the final game. That's fine.
Is it?
It's either you get a +1 or like I just neg here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna let you have the cards.
You're
Go ahead,
gonna
buddy.
give me the +1? No way! All right, I'm gonna draw 1, 2, dude. That's a bad decision if I've ever heard of it.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Now I got options, bro. Damn. All right, I'm gonna activate 1 for 1. I'm gonna discard Goki Pool.
I knew you were going to play. Oh, actually, no. You said Goki pull, and I thought you meant Goki.
No, we're on actual Beetroopers again here. Are you gonna respond to this 1 for 1?
I'm thinking about it. You're gonna get the Goki pull trigger no matter what, which is kind of irritating. So it's weird. I can negate the 1 for 1, but then Goki pull can like take something of mine out, or I just let you summon and just negate the Goki pull with the perfect ace. Yeah, 1 for 1's fine. Let's see what you're doing.
Dope. All right, off of my 1 for 1, I will pull off my only target. This is a cool one too. I'm gonna pull out Level Leader,
Sure.
and I'm gonna trigger Goki Pool.
Now this is probably where I'm gonna have to negate, because I would like to keep my perfect ace around. I'd also like to keep Libero Spiker around too. So yeah, I will take the bait. I will negate.
That's fine. All right, 1 down.
Did you get some of that new Beetrooper support from Burst of Destiny?
I might have gotten a couple of cards here. You might just have to wait and see, but
Okay.
you're not making this easy. I will say that.
This deck has been a pain in your ass.
It has been, dude. It has not been easy to topple here. And I know you have the Dreadnought Dunker player manager, too. The player manager is the one that scares me.
Yep. I mean, Dunker you don't have to worry about right now, but if you
Yeah.
pass the turn, oh, he's going to get Duncan.
He will be getting Duncan, yep.
Especially with that 0 defense level eater you kindly left on the
Yeah.
field for me.
All right, fuck it. Let's go for this. I'm going to normal summon Resonance Insect.
Okay. Do I have a response to this? I don't think I do. You may proceed.
Dope. I'm going to link these two off.
Makes sense.
I'm going to make Beetrooper Armor Horn here.
Your favorite card.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fine. Now you got a Resonance Insect trigger?
I am going to Resonance Insect. Is that all right?
Sure.
Dope. Okay, off of Resonance Insect, from my level 7 or higher monster, I will pick up a Beetrooper Sting Lancer.
That's pretty good. Thinking on res here if I want to do anything.
Sure.
So Armor Horn bestows you with an additional normal. Got the Sting Lancer to use as necessary. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to activate Beetrooper Sting Lancer from hand.
So we're going to be shuffling one back.
We're going to be both bottoming one. So I'm going to bottom your UA midfielder, and I'm going to bottom my Goki Pool.
I have no response to that.
Okay, so I will special Sting Lancer.
It goes to bottom, correct?
Bottom, correct, yes. Okay. That's to your hand, idiot.
I know I get to the bottom.
Okay, and then on summon, I'm going to trigger Sting Lancer.
To get an ad, that's fine.
All right, off of my Beetrooper Sting Lancer, I'm going to pick up one of my new cards. You ready for this?
Sure.
Beetrooper Descent.
Ooh, this is a cool one. Okay.
That's a really cool one. That's a really neat one. Anything on here? Anything here?
On res, I'm going to Libero Spiker.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to shuffle back this Dunker.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it here just so you can see. And we're going to go ahead and bring out the player manager.
Okay.
And then Spiker comes back to hand. And then that's going to trigger a new chain. So I'm going to go chain 1, player manager, chain 2, stadium. Actually, stadium's mandatory, excuse me. So that has to be chain link 1. So chain link 2 will be player manager.
Okay, so Stadium's going to add, and then player manager is going to, which one?
I'm going to pop.
Pop? Okay, what are you targeting?
I'm going to target the Sting Lancer. And stadium's going to buff, not add.
Oh, it buffs. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Sting Lancer gets popped?
And these both get buffed.
Okay, okay.
You had that level eater and grave. I didn't want any shenanigans going down with that.
I know,
so.
I probably not. All right, I'm going to activate Space Typhoon on your last phase down here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to. I'll chain the punishment.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that resolves, so you can send.
Yep, so we're going to send the Pegasus. We'll get rid of the armor horn.
Okay.
You may proceed.
All right.
Really wanted to save that to, like, pop something else because, like, you can just get the armor horn back, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to banish Resonance Insect, and I'm going to summon Beetrooper Salt Roller from hand here.
Oh, okay. This is the one that it's just, like, the spirit monster.
Yep,
for
I'm going to
Beetroopers.
trigger Resonance.
Cool. Sure.
All right, so off my Resonance Insect, I'm going to dump a Scary Moth from deck to graveyard here.
He's scary.
He's spooky, man. He's so spooky. I'm going to activate Armor Horn in the graveyard. I'm going to banish... Sucks to let the Level Eater go, but I'm going to have to banish 3 insects, bring this back.
Sure.
Additional normal summon.
Yep.
Dragonfly.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
All right, I'm going to activate a Beetrooper Descent. I'm going to get my token.
Sure.
Cool. And now I'm going to link off the token and the Assault Roller, and I'm going to make Pika Felina here.
Okay.
Pika Felina effect, I'm going to pitch Ladybug, and I'm going to equip to Dragonfly.
Oh, God, you can get the Hornet because this is an Inzektor card. Yeah, okay.
It's pretty fucking good. Is that all right?
That's cool. That's cool. This is like what you were trying to do the last episode.
Yeah. Do I actually equip the Dragonfly? I might have an even better play here. That's kind of crazy. All right, I'm going to use, I'm going to equip a Inzektor Hornet here.
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to Inzektor Hornet effect. I'm going to pop your Perfect Ass.
He's gone.
And then I'm going to trigger Dragonfly.
Sure. This is actually buffed.
All right, off of Inzektor Dragonfly. I mean, no surprise here probably, right? I'm going to pick up Centipede.
There's the boy. Yep.
I'm going to activate Inzektor Dragonfly, and I'm going to equip Hornet.
Sure.
Wow. I'm going to activate Dragonfly again. Yeah, I think I can literally kill you this turn. Okay, actually, I'm going to activate Inzektor Centipede, and I'm going to equip the Hornet.
Sure.
And then I'm going to activate Hornet. I'm going to pop your player manager.
He's gone.
And I'm going to trigger Centipede.
Sure.
This is strong. I'm going to add the sword with Inzektor Centipede. I'm going to equip Zectcalibur to Dragonfly, and then I'm going to activate Hornet to equip to Dragonfly.
Sure.
I'm going to activate Hornet, and I'm going to pop the Zectcalibur. So I'm going to go double trigger Dragonfly, and then Chainlink 3 sword.
Yeah.
Yep. So sword, I'll pick up... Fucking doesn't matter. I'm going to pick up Ladybug from the graveyard, and I'm gonna double trigger summon 2 more centipedes. Oh my god, bro, this is insane. They're all insects too.
Yeah.
Yo. All right. I'm gonna use. You're just dead here, man.
I'm
Good game, bro.
Dead.
Get it out of here.
Hand, so.
Yeah, dude, the bugs, bro, they worked. I did it.
Oh my god.
I won.
Yeah, like the only thing I could have done differently was just like stop you before you even went into the armor horn. Like I could have just like popped the the level eater with either libero or with punishment, and then you just have resonance sitting there, and like your hand was what, 2 Inzektors, and like was it like all normal, like a lot of normal summons?
It was a lot of normal summons. So the thing is I was really happy I was able to get that armor horn stuck off.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I was able to do anything, is because I was trying to plan. I could have like normal summoned Dragonfly, and I had Ladybug in hand too. So I could have used that first. But I was like, if I do that first, I'm running straight into player manager and I'm losing the game. So I had to try to find a way to bait out all of your negations, which was the last one that still ended up being a struggle was that player manager that was stuck in your hand.
Just
so,
a pop. It removes the monster from the field, which is so good.
It's just a pop, but that pop was going to be enough to like shut me down for a lot there. That's why I was happy I was able to navigate it there. And then, oh my god, that board was going to end up being disgusting.
That was nasty. That was so
gross.
Not
going to be okay.
It was definitely my inexperience against the deck for sure. Because like if I just cut you off from even getting to armor horn, then it's like you couldn't have been able to go into. You couldn't banish the resonance insect. You couldn't even get it to grave. Like I don't even know what your follow up was with just like resonance insect on the field.
The Pika Felina equipped the Hornet was unreal.
That was gross.
That
was
crazy.
That's like the first time like anyone's ever used that for like its actual purpose in Inzektors, right?
Oh my god, it was crazy, dude. And I was like, oh, I get that double trigger off of Dragonfly 2 broken.
Gross.
Insanity
Absolutely
right there,
gross. But you know what, buddy? Congrats. You deserve it. You get to take away the pride of actually winning the final episode of season 1. So, you know, it wasn't all bad, right?
It wasn't all bad, dude. It was a fun time. You know, the people told me, dude, I was so close to getting a 33% win ratio against you.
Really?
And then I was able to, with these games, I was successfully able to get over 33%. I did it, bro. I did it.
Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. So I'm surprised you didn't pick Goki, because I know you love that deck so much.
I legitimately almost thought last minute about telling you to hold up a second, and I was going to scrap together Goki. But Alex, I pulled an unreal amount of like Beetrooper cards from this new set here. I pulled, what did I pull? The Light Flapper, which I didn't play the Flapper. It sucks. I pulled Descent. I pulled the Heavy Beetrooper.
Oh,
Mighty Neptune.
okay.
So I was like, even if I don't get to see these new cards, I have to try it out. I have to see
Right.
like what I got with it. And this actually performed pretty well too. Sting Lancer actually got a proper search for it, so I was very happy with how this deck performed, dude.
I have to
you with
say-
those UAs, man. I'm surprised I beat that deck. I think that was the first time I actually like clobbered your
That
UAs,
is, because
man.
every other time this deck has just literally cleaned you up, but this is the first. Literally, I think the title of this deck was UA versus Gage 2-0. So now I have to change it to 2-1, sadly. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give this deck one last shot. I was picking a deck from like each third of the progression series. So like I started with the Blackwings that I heavily modified for this meta because otherwise that was never going to win. And then I did the Dinomist, which was like the middle era. And then I did this deck, which is like the most recent that people seem to enjoy watching. And so I figured that this would be a good note to end on. So it's funny that like the last match was actually a rematch of last episode.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. I'm
That's
happy
pretty
my
funny.
bees were able to get some revenge, bro. I got those Inzector pops off.
You
and I
did.
felt good.
You did. You got your revenge. I got to triple collude you. Everyone's happy, right?
Everyone's happy, man.
My polls, I'm fucking livid because I told you about this, that I have 3 Fusion Destiny for this episode. I pulled 4 secret rares. And none of them were Phoenix Enforcer.
Oh my god, what secrets did you get?
I pulled 2 of the Majestus Synchro. That's like awful. And then I pulled a Ecclesia, and I don't even remember what the 4th one was because I was just seeing red at that point because I was so mad that it wasn't the Phoenix Enforcer. But yeah, but 4 secrets. Like, I mean, I guess my luck continues. Man, hopefully that continues into season 2 because both of our pack lucks have been pretty good.
They have been.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. That's like the best part about the next season 2 is that like we're both going to have completely new pools of cards. We both start over, and for all we know, you're going to have all the DM staples. I might not have spell and trap removal. Like, we can even just
One can
redo
dream.
it. One can dream. We can even just redo it exactly how it is, which we're not. We have plenty of stuff to add, and it would be a completely different experience, right? And I think for all the fans who've been watching, who've been following along with the progression series, maybe starting it themselves with their local friend group, I think they're experiencing that, where their pulls are different, especially if they're playing with like 3, 4, 5, 6 different people, that it's a different experience no matter how you're playing it, even though in theory it's the same concept. And I think that's like part of the beauty of the series in general and why it sort of sparked a movement in that way.
I think if anybody hasn't tried this like sort of limited format yet, I would definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun, and it's something to do with like your friends and everything, like you were saying. It's just something different to experience. I'm looking forward to season 2, man. 81 weeks, bro. There's no one I would have wanted to spend that long of a time with, bro. You're lucky. You're lucky. I got to spend 81 weeks with you, man. You're unbearable sometimes.
The feeling's mutual, buddy. The feeling's mutual. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for season 1 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, but be sure to stay tuned because season 2 will be starting next week, and you guys are going to want to see what Gage and I have been cooking up because everything is going to be bigger, everything's going to be better, and it's going to be an absolute blast. We really hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for the support over this 81 weeks. Just absolutely crazy. Be sure to let us know down in the comments how much you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons one last time. Shouts to Shout1317. Bro, I can't believe you painted a tunnel on the wall every fucking time, bro. Not today, though. Not today. You
Not
won
the
this
tunnel.
one. So. Not today. Cameron Smith, that's Jay Winsensor, Chaotic Meatball, Ian Musa, Tim 00x3, Yak, Iron Fake, Part 2, Pony Stark, Deadman, Hope, and Synchro Guy, Ole, Yusuf, Aston 05, MBT, Playing Dolce, Mystic Walks, Cole T. Draconic, Rockside, Dollop, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Elson, Jordan Coons, Calvin, Iron Blades, and Purist, Jesse, Tuner, Guys, and Brother Paul, Chris, David Lou, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, John 2 Basic, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Dacer, Carlos CT, Final Daddy, Ashlyn Jensen, Give Me Speed Order, Give Me Death, I side MBT versus Depression. Seriously, guys, please read your cards. Thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Matthew Brady, I oversack Gage and Simo for MBT's toes. Poor Joseph. Max, Tom Russell, why read your cards when you can just click buttons? That should just be the tagline of the progression series. Ban Snatch Seal for Prague 2021. Maybe that'll be coming true. Omar paid MBT like one of your French girls. Black Acre, the entire state of Indiana. D's cards. MBT fans scare me more than COVID. Good lord. Simping for Simo and Abbott YGO. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next season.